Well, local crews, what's up guys? Pastor Andrew here. Can we just stop for a moment before we go any further? I know you're fellowshipping, but can we celebrate what God did this past Sunday evening at Partnership Dinner? Come on, 80 plus people joining local church in partnership. If you're watching this and you're like, Andrew, what is partnership? Well, at local church, we don't have membership, we have partnership. Let me tell you why. Members have rights, partners have responsibilities. So come on, 80 plus people taking that next step in partnership is a big deal. But hey, can we agree? Week 2 of her, what a challenge. Come on, it was challenging for me. I know it was challenging for you. Hopefully you've been thinking, chewing on some stuff that we talked about this past Sunday. But let me give you our key verses. We're going to jump in. I'm going to turn it over to crew host. Here we go. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Come on, a controversial verse on week 2. Here we go. For wives, this means submit to your husbands as to the Lord. Now, this is a lot right here. This is intense right here, but don't miss this. Men, we will one day be held accountable for how we lead our families. This goes all the way back to Genesis. The Lord called out to the man, did not call out to Eve. He called out to the man. We're going to be held accountable for how we lead our families. And then we just kind of kept going with the story of Sarah and Abraham. Genesis chapter 12. We jumped in, and what we read is this. I'm going to read it with you right here. Verse 11, as he was approaching the border of Egypt, Abraham said to his wife, come on, we know what's coming here. Girl, you are so beautiful. When the Egyptians see you, they're going to want to kill me. So here's what we're going to do, baby. We're going to tell them that you're my sister. I know you're my wife, but just for a moment, come on, we can pretend we're from Alabama. Just for a moment, you are my sister. And right here, we see a strange switch in Abraham. We see Abraham all of a sudden lead from fear. We've seen him his whole life lead from faith, but now he's leading from fear. A shift happens. Don't miss this. All of his steps were ordered of the Lord, from Ur to Canaan, now to Egypt, forced by a famine, not leading out of faith, but leading out of fear. And we kind of made the joke, but an honest statement, we don't know what happened in Canaan. We don't know if he went to some seminar on toxic masculinity. And I love this one-liner right here. The only toxic masculinity is passive masculinity. The world will say, men, if you speak up, you're insecure. When in reality, you not speaking up is the most insecure, weak thing we could ever do. But here's the strange thing. Today, in 2024, we are actually rewarded for abandoning our family. Like, we're rewarded. We can abandon our family and actually get rewarded. You can get that promotion. Come on, you can move twice far across the country, twice as far from your family, and make twice as much money and never see them again. So here we go. 3 things that all of us men are. You ready for number 1? Come on, number 1, men, we're clueless. Now, we're not clueless about all things. We're just clueless about you, because men and women are different. Women, you want the details. Men, we're bottom line people. Remember the joke we made? I got a text from Billy. He was in a car accident. Oh my goodness, let's pray. The guy's like, all right, man, let's pray. Come on, you say that to a woman? What car was he driving? Oh my goodness, was Linda with him? Come on, where were they at? What intersection did it happen? We are different. We're clueless. And I love this thought. Man, you can't lead your wife effectively, your children effectively. I'll even throw this in here. Your future relationship that you're stewarding right now, you can't lead it effectively without the help of God, right? Here's why you should go to God when it comes to leading your family, when it comes to leading your wife especially. He made her. He's the manufacturer. And I love it. It's so beautiful. I think he made it so difficult so we couldn't do it on our own. Not only are we clueless, come on, we are careless. We made the joke, right? Women on average, this is true, 10 years longer life expectancy than all of us fellas. They actually go to the doctor when they need to go to the doctor. Men, we can be bleeding from our ears for 2 weeks and be like, you know what? I probably ought to get this checked out. We have to be focused. We cannot be careless. We have to lead with intentionality. And we talked about, like, Andrew, I don't have time. The truth is we all have time. You just got to make it a priority. Come on. Number 3, we can be cruel. And I know we're watching this, and I would say, to be honest, probably the most tense part of Sunday service. We can be cruel. The truth is, you're thinking like, Andrew, I would never trade my wife in for Pharaoh. Are you serious? I would never trade her into Pharaoh so that I would live. You might not do that, but you trade her in for tea times. Come on, this was convicting for me. Like, you'll trade her in for this. You'll trade your kids in for that. It's a challenge. Can we not be cruel? And I know we have pain. Every man watching this, every woman watching this, we have pain, but don't miss this. Come on. Victims never walk in victory. You're a dad now. You're a husband now. You're a wife now. It is time to shake the dust off and move on. Well, hey, I'm going to jump out the way. I love you guys. Have a fantastic crew. Don't forget week 3 this Sunday, and your crew is going to say this too, but the quarter zip drops this Sunday. I love you. See you soon.